Okay guys, I think maybe I've got a little bit of explaining to do. Let's go find somewhere to do this. So, it all started when we met these two filmmakers, okay? There was Bidu and Jaman. Really, really nice guys. We had a chat with them. We went to get some masala tea, chatting about the film they're making, which sounds incredible. I told them about what I was doing, and yeah, it was just really good. We left those guys after the tea. We went back up onto the top of the hill to go find Laust, and the tent was all made up. We had a lovely campfire. We were genuinely having like the best night I've had anywhere in Nepal. Sat up there under the sky at night, we were listening to Billie Holiday, playing cards. It was wonderful. And then these three, and they were kids, these like, I don't know, 16, something like that, came up. And we're pretty sure they were high on glue at the time. They came up and they came really, really close and without saying a word, so we all sort of stood up and got a bit defensive. They came up, they sort of walked backwards and forwards. They sort of walked backwards and forwards, were acting really, really weird, and it just felt so uncomfortable. My initial thought was they had come up to see if we had anything worth stealing, and then they were either going to come back later tonight or someone else was going to come back later that night to see if they can take whatever we've got. And genuinely it felt that weird, it was horrible. So we started packing up our things. I gave Bibu and Jaman a quick call. We got all of our stuff together, and then these kids came back and started threatening us, started saying if you stay up here it's not going to be safe for you, blah blah blah. It wasn't them so much I was worried about. Yeah, they were high on glue or whatever it was, but there was 2 or 3 of them. I was worried in terms of sleeping in a tent in an exposed place with no one really knowing where we were, and a rock could come flying through that tent at any moment and do some serious damage to someone. So it felt really horrible. So we got all our stuff together and we set off. The guys came up to us, we jumped on the back of the mopeds, they drove the mopeds back for us. The police then got involved. I think they were a bit suspicious of why we were up there to start off with. Then when we explained we were just camping up there, we're travelling, they were fine. And I think they were looking for the kids at the time. So we ended up back here after a ride in the dark at like 11 o'clock at night. We ended back here. These guys were the most wonderful people in the world, and I cannot thank them enough for coming to give us a hand and like look after us, really. Because it sounds ridiculous when you think about it now that these young kids sort of like really freaked us out, but they did really freak us out. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know if it was just them, I didn't know if there was other people, so yeah, it was quite scary. Thankfully we got it all sorted out. We stayed at the hotel for the night, and yeah, we're about to head back up to the viewpoint now. We're going to go hopefully see something. It's a very cloudy day, so I don't know what we're going to see, and then back into Kathmandu. Yesterday I think was one of the biggest adventures I've had so far. It had huge ups and it had the biggest downs, like it was all over the place. My head is still absolutely reeling from it. Hopefully today's going to be a little bit more mellow, but still a good adventure. Let's go. How are you doing, guys?
Mom, I just holding this. I'm not gonna smoke it. See what's happening.
Oh my god, I look so cool right now. We've just pulled over.
No, you don't.
I just want to be like you.
We've just pulled over a little like pulley place. I don't really know what to call it. There's just a bit of a tent and an army barracks by the looks of things. I don't know what that is. But yeah, we've finally got back onto tarmac roads, so it's going way quicker. We have an hour and a half to get back into Tamil. It should take 30 minutes max. It's nice. What a thing to do. Take a bike up into the Himalayas. Little scooty. That was cool. Crazy, but cool. We got the bikes again. So far today we've driven back, we got back to Tamil, we dropped the bikes off, we then decided we'd get the bikes again. So we're going on another adventure. This time we're going somewhere a bit different. Laust has left us. We've got Sarosh along with us instead. Hopefully this time we're not going to get like attacked by weirdos. But Fireflies Hostel, possibly the best hostel in the whole of Kathmandu. You will never meet people as nice as these guys. Highly recommended. We've just pulled over at a Nepalese petrol station. Sarosh needs to fill up his bike. We filled ours up yesterday. It's just going to start raining, I think, which is massively disappointing. Yesterday we had such an incredible evening. Hopefully within the next like 10-20 minutes going to be out of the city. I'm going to try and film more today by using my phone. It's really difficult on these bikes. I'm just not confident enough to like go one-handed over some of these bumpy roads. I'll see what I can get for you. Still on the never-ending journey, and actually it's pretty wonderful up here now. Finally got off the motorway. We're on the motorway for like 15-20 minutes, no, maybe even an hour. Yeah, an hour, and it was horrible. It was just gritty and grimy. I've got so much grime in my beard now, and yeah, it was really not very nice. I'm going to try and find a route back tomorrow that goes through the mountains and gets us a lot closer, because that just wasn't fun at all. Now we're up in the mountains though. The mountains are always fun. Okay, we're out on the bike. That's Elise's fat head you're looking at there. Slow down, I need to talk, there's too much wind. So slowly. So, I've decided to come back out with the guys. I'm trying to get more shots for the biking film we're making. We've had the most amazing adventure doing it. But unfortunately, because I was driving, it was impossible for me to film as well. So we're just coming out and putting a few fillers in. So when you're watching this, there's going to be like a few sequences where the people are wrong and the bikes are wrong, but I didn't realise it would be this difficult to get this shot sorted. I tried taking my GoPro out on the first day and it was really tricky. So this is the team behind us at the moment. We're just going to head up to a wonderful view of the mountains where all the marijuana grows, and we're hopefully going to get some nice shots of that view, and then it's back to Thamel.